My beloved, I want you to understand something deeply important. Love, real love, is not random. It is intentional. It is carefully, patiently, and beautifully orchestrated by God Himself. Your story, yes, your story, is being written right now. Every encounter, every pause, every moment of waiting, it is all part of His plan. You may feel alone. You may feel anxious. You may even question if love will ever come your way. But I am here to tell you today, the author of love is at work. The divine author of love, God, is not just writing a story. He's weaving a tapestry. Imagine a masterful storyteller sitting with pen in hand, crafting each word, each chapter, each twist in a way that brings beauty, growth, and purpose. Your love story is not a series of random events. It is a masterpiece designed by the creator of the universe. Every romantic encounter you have had, every heartbreak, every unrequited affection is a chapter. Every lesson you've learned about love, patience, and forgiveness is shaping you into the person your future spouse needs. God is meticulous. He knows your heart, your desires, your fears, and your dreams. He knows the exact person who will complement your spirit, your soul, and your purpose. Trust in God's timing. I know it can be hard to wait. Society tells us to rush, to settle, to compromise, and to fear loneliness. But God says something different. He says, "Be still and trust me. I am writing your story, and the timing is perfect." Waiting is not wasted time. Waiting is preparation. It is refinement. God is shaping your character, teaching you resilience, and preparing your heart for a love that is not temporary or shallow, but eternal and transformative. Recognizing God's fingerprints. Do you remember moments that felt small or insignificant? Perhaps a stranger's kindness, a season of quiet solitude, or an unexpected twist of events? Those were not coincidences. Those were God's fingerprints, guiding you closer to the moment where your love story unfolds. Your future spouse may already be experiencing their own season of waiting, their own refining process. God is orchestrating a divine meeting where timing, hearts, and circumstances align perfectly. The power of prayer and love. Prayer is the secret ingredient in the love story God is writing. Not just any prayer, but persistent, heartfelt communication with Him. Pray for wisdom. Pray for patience. Pray for guidance. And pray for your future spouse even if you haven't met them yet. God delights in answering prayers. He knows the desires of your heart. And when He sees that you are ready, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, He will reveal the person who will walk beside you. Lessons from past love experiences, every past heartbreak, every disappointment, and every almost relationship has a purpose. These experiences are not meant to break you, but to prepare you. They teach you discernment, empathy, and the value of true love. God does not waste pain. He uses it to refine your heart. He uses it to bring clarity about what kind of love will truly satisfy you. Each tear you've shed, each prayer whispered at midnight, each longing you've felt is all part of the story God is writing. The role of faith in your love story. Faith is essential. It's not the kind of faith that waits passively, but the faith that trusts God actively. The faith that knows He is writing your story, even when you cannot see the pen moving. Your faith attracts the right love. It aligns your actions with God's plan. It gives you the strength to wait gracefully, to remain patient, and to remain hopeful in seasons of solitude. Signs you are on the right path. God often gives signs. It could be repeated dreams, coincidences that feel too perfect to ignore, or encounters that make your heart skip. These signs are confirmations that your love story is unfolding according to His plan. Be attentive. Be open. Pay attention to the subtle ways God communicates. Sometimes He speaks through people, through situations, or even through scripture that seems to jump off the page. Your love story is sacred. It is personal, and it is divine. God is writing it with precision, with love, and with a vision beyond your imagination. Every step, every pause, every season is intentional. Hold on to hope, hold on to faith, hold on to prayer. Your love story is coming, and it will be more beautiful than you ever dreamed. Beloved, if you are listening right now, I want you to take a deep breath and let this truth settle into your spirit. God is not idle. He is actively writing your love story, shaping each chapter with care, precision, and divine wisdom. Even when it feels like nothing is happening, His hands are at work, orchestrating events, aligning hearts, and preparing your soul for a love that is destined to transform your life. The beauty of divine timing. You may wonder why love hasn't yet arrived. You may ask God, why is my heart still waiting? Remember this, the delay is not denial. God's timing is always perfect. Sometimes He waits to give you something far better than what you could imagine. The love story He writes for you is not rushed. It is intentional, detailed, and full of purpose. Think about the times in history when God's timing revealed miraculous outcomes. Joseph waited years in prison before his destiny unfolded. Esther waited patiently, and the moment arrived for her courage to save a nation. Your love story is being written with that same careful divine timing. Understanding your role in the story, you are not a passive character. You are an active participant. God is writing the story, yes, but He also wants you to prepare your heart. Grow in love and cultivate qualities that will bless your future spouse. Your heart must be ready to love selflessly. Your spirit must be ready to forgive. Your mind must be ready to communicate, to nurture, and to support. God is using this season of waiting to mold you into the person your future spouse needs, someone full of grace, wisdom, patience, and unwavering faith. The power of reflection. Take time to reflect on your past. Each relationship, each heartbreak, and each unfulfilled longing has been a lesson. These lessons are the stepping stones to maturity in love. Ask yourself, what have I learned about love? What qualities in a partner truly matter? How can I grow in patience, kindness, and understanding? Reflection transforms pain into wisdom, prepares your heart to recognize the love God is sending. It also shields you from settling for anything less than what God has prepared for you. Your future spouse is being prepared too. Here's a truth that will fill you with hope. Your future spouse is being prepared just as you are. God is shaping their heart, mind, and soul. They are learning lessons, growing through experiences, and waiting for the day their path will intersect with yours. Imagine the moment God brings you together, to hearts perfectly refined, meeting at the perfect time. The meeting will not be rushed. It will not be chaotic. It will be divine. The role of faith in waiting. Faith is not passive. Waiting is not passive. Faith is active trust, active hope, and active preparation. Continue to pray daily, not just for love, but for wisdom, patience, and clarity. Pray for your future spouse. Even if you haven't met them, your prayers are shaping their heart as well. God listens, He responds, He acts, and He always answers. In His perfect timing, the importance of self-love and growth. While God is writing your love story, you must also grow in love for yourself. A heart that is whole, confident, and secure attracts the love God intends for you. Focus on your passions, your purpose, and your spiritual growth. Nurture your talents, serve others, and live joyfully. A life well lived while waiting is a life that prepares you to fully embrace the love that is coming. Recognizing God's signs. God often sends subtle signs when your love story is unfolding. Could be repeated encounters with certain people, dreams that feel prophetic, unexplainable coincidences, a sudden peace or clarity about your future. Pay attention to these signs. They are gentle whispers from God, reminding you that He is in control, that your story is progressing according to His divine plan. Lessons from biblical love stories. The Bible is full of examples of God writing love stories. Think of Ruth and Boaz. Think of Isaac and Rebekah. Think of Mary and Joseph. Each story has a season of waiting, growth, testing, and preparation. And when the moment arrives, God's plan unfolds beautifully. Your story is no different. Trust the process. Trust the seasons. Trust God. Letting go of anxiety and fear. It's natural to feel anxious about love, especially when you see others in relationships while you are still waiting. But fear and anxiety cannot accelerate God's timing. They only cloud your heart and mind. Instead, Surrender your worries to God. Release your fears about the unknown. Rest in His promises. Know that He sees the end from the beginning and that He is crafting a story far beyond what you can imagine. Beloved, if you are listening to this today, do not give up. Do not settle. Do not compromise your values, your heart, or your hope. Your story is unique, it is sacred, and it is being written with divine precision. Every moment of waiting, every lesson learned, every prayer whispered is a brushstroke in the masterpiece of your love story. It's also about becoming the right person. God is writing your love story right now. He is weaving together patience, prayer, preparation, and divine encounters. And when the right moment comes, everything will fall perfectly into place. Stay faithful. Stay hopeful. Continue to grow in love, wisdom, and faith. The next chapters of your story are waiting to be revealed, and they will be more beautiful than you could ever imagine. Take a moment to breathe, quiet your mind, and let God's presence fill your heart. This is your sacred time to receive divine wisdom about your love story. Divine encounters are real. Many people believe that love is accidental, but true love, God's love story, is deliberate. Divine encounters are not random meetings. They are orchestrated by God. Think about it. The people you meet, the friends who introduce you to others, even the stranger who smiles at you in passing, these moments may be part of God's plan. Your future spouse might already be walking a path that will intersect with yours at just the right time. God arranges the people, circumstances, and timing perfectly. He may use friends, family, or even challenges to guide you toward the one He has prepared for you. Recognizing the one God has prepared, how will you know when the right person appears? Here are some signs. Alignment with values. They respect your faith, your dreams, and your heart. Spiritual compatibility. They have a relationship with God and a heart for service and love. Peace in their presence. Being around them brings calm, joy, and reassurance. Mutual growth. They challenge you to become a better version of yourself, and you inspire them to grow too. Divine confirmation. Repeated signs, answered prayers, or an inner confirmation from God. Remember, God often works quietly. It may not feel like fireworks at first, but over time, the peace, alignment, and growth will confirm His plan. Preparing your heart spiritually, your spiritual preparation is crucial. God wants your heart to be ready to receive love. This means letting go of past hurt and bitterness, praying consistently for guidance and wisdom, trusting Him completely even when you do not see the outcome, reading scripture that strengthens your understanding of God's love. A heart filled with faith, forgiveness, and hope is a magnet for the love God is preparing. Emotional preparation. For true love, love is not just about attraction, it is about emotional maturity. True love requires patience, empathy, compassion, and understanding. Ask yourself, am I ready to give selflessly? Can I forgive past hurts without holding grudges? Am I willing to communicate honestly and openly? God's love story is never rushed. He wants you to develop these qualities now so that when your future spouse arrives, you can embrace the relationship fully and healthy. Practical steps while waiting, while God is writing your love story. There are practical steps you can take. Focus on purpose. Build your career, your skills, and your passions. Serve others. Acts of kindness. Prepare your heart to love deeply. Maintain healthy relationships. Surround yourself with people who uplift, encourage, and challenge you. Stay spiritually active. Attend worship, pray, meditate, and seek God's wisdom daily. Practice patience. Understand that waiting is a season, not a sentence. These steps align your life with God's plan and prepare the stage for the love story He is writing. Understanding God's timing in love. God's timing may seem mysterious. You may feel impatient, but each season has a purpose. Sometimes, God waits to teach you lessons, refine your character, or protect you from the wrong person. Your love story is not about rushing. It's about readiness. When God's timing arrives, the person He has chosen will enter your life at the perfect moment, the perfect heart, and for the perfect purpose. Trusting in divine orchestration, God's orchestration is flawless. He considers every detail, your heart, your emotions, your future spouse's heart, and the circumstances surrounding your meeting. Nothing is left to chance. Even when life feels chaotic, trust that God is orchestrating your love story behind the scenes. He is connecting dots you cannot see, arranging meetings and shaping experiences to prepare both you and your future spouse for the love you deserve. The role of prayer for your future spouse. While you wait, pray for your future spouse, for their protection, growth, and spiritual health. Your prayers have power. They shape not only your heart, but also the heart of the person God is preparing for you. Pray for wisdom, patience, and discernment. Pray that God will align your paths at the perfect time. When both hearts are ready, God will reveal His masterpiece. Lessons from biblical examples. Consider Isaac and Rebekah, Joseph and Mary, or Ruth and Boaz. Each love story involved waiting, divine guidance, and preparation. Notice the parallels in your own life. Patience, growth, and alignment with God's plan are key. God's love stories always teach us that the right love comes at the right time. After preparation and with divine purpose, letting go of past hurts. One of the most important steps in preparing for your love story is letting go of past hurts, heartbreaks, and disappointments. These experiences are valuable for lessons, but they should not define your future. Forgive, heal, and release. A heart unburdened by the past is ready to embrace the love God is sending. Beloved, your love story is moving forward, even if you cannot yet see it. Every season of waiting, every moment of preparation, every prayer whispered in faith is being written into your divine story. Stay attentive to God's signs. Prepare your heart spiritually and emotionally, and continue trusting His timing. Your love story is coming, and it will be more beautiful, fulfilling, and perfect than anything you have imagined. You already know the truth. God is writing your love story. But now, it's time to bring it all together. To prepare for the moment of divine union, and to fully embrace the love He is orchestrating for you. Before we begin, take a deep breath and feel God's presence around you. Every word you hear today is a reminder that your love story is sacred, deliberate, and divinely guided. The moment of divine union, the day will come when God will orchestrate a meeting that will feel like destiny. Two hearts, carefully refined, will finally come together. It won't be rushed, and it won't be forced. This is the moment where faith, patience, and preparation meet divine timing. Imagine the joy, the peace, and the fulfillment of meeting your future spouse, someone whose heart complements yours perfectly. The connection will be natural, effortless, and full of God's love. Every prayer you've whispered, every lesson you've learned, every moment of waiting will converge into this divine moment. Living fully while waiting, while God is writing your story. Do not let waiting be passive. Live fully, love deeply, and grow intentionally. Every day you invest in yourself, your purpose, and your spiritual growth brings you closer to the person God has prepared for you. Pursue your passions. Strengthen your faith. Serve others. Cultivate gratitude and joy. These are not distractions. They are preparation. The more whole and fulfilled you are, the more you will be able to love fully when your story unfolds. Recognizing God's hand in every detail. God's fingerprints are everywhere. From chance encounters to unexpected opportunities, He is guiding your path. Pay attention to the subtle signs, a sudden opportunity to meet new people, dreams that bring clarity or insight, feelings of peace and assurance in decision-making, unexpected blessings that prepare your heart for love. Trust that these signs are part of a greater plan. God is orchestrating circumstances, people, and timing to align perfectly for your love story. Preparing spiritually and emotionally for love. Your love story will not be complete unless your heart is ready. Spiritual and emotional preparation is essential. Heal from past hurts and disappointments. Forgive those who have caused pain. Pray consistently for wisdom, patience, and clarity. Develop empathy, kindness, and resilience. Embrace your purpose and let your life shine with joy and gratitude. When your heart is ready, we'll recognize the person God has prepared. When your heart is ready, love will not just enter it, will flourish. The role of faith in divine love. Faith is the key that unlocks the door to God's timing. Faith is trusting Him when the path seems uncertain, believing in His plan when nothing seems visible, and remaining steadfast even when waiting feels long. Remember, love orchestrated by God is never late. It arrives at the perfect time with the perfect person and for the perfect purpose. Your faith ensures that when this moment comes, your heart is ready to embrace it fully. Lessons from biblical love stories. Consider the stories of Ruth and Boaz, Joseph and Mary, and Isaac and Rebekah. Each story involved waiting, preparation, and divine guidance. Notice the patterns: patience, trust, growth, and alignment with God's will. Your story follows the same blueprint. God's love for you is intentional, and His timing is flawless. Your waiting period is not wasted, is preparation for a love that will surpass every expectation. Embracing the love God sends. When your future spouse appears, embrace the love fully. Let go of fear, doubt, and hesitation. Trust in the divine orchestration that brought you together. Celebrate the union, knowing that every step of your journey led to this perfect moment. Remember, love orchestrated by God is not just about emotions. It is about mutual growth, shared purpose, spiritual alignment, and a commitment to honor Him together. Practical steps as you approach divine union: maintain your faith. Keep praying, seeking God, and trusting His plan. Live with integrity. Continue growing spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. Stay open to God's signs. Remain aware of subtle guidance in your life. Nurture relationships. Build strong bonds with family and friends who support your journey. Celebrate God's love daily. Recognize His presence in small moments and blessings. These steps prepare your heart to fully receive the love God has been writing for you. Letting go of anxiety, fear, and doubt. As the moment of divine union approaches, anxiety and fear may arise. You may worry about timing, compatibility, or past hurts. Release these doubts to God. Trust that He has orchestrated everything perfectly. Your love story is unfolding exactly as it should. If you are still waiting, know this: your season of preparation is not wasted. God is writing every detail of your story. Trust Him. Keep your heart open. Continue praying, growing, and walking in faith. Love is coming divine, purposeful, and transformative. It will surpass every dream, every expectation, and every desire. Beloved, God is writing your love story right now. Every chapter, every word, and every detail is intentional. Every prayer, every season of waiting, every lesson learned is shaping the masterpiece that is your life and your love. Embrace hope, patience, and faith. Live fully while waiting. Prepare your heart spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. Recognize the signs God sends and trust His perfect timing. Your love story is coming. It will be beautiful, it will be sacred, and it will reflect the love of God Himself. Remember, stay faithful, stay hopeful, and keep your heart open. The divine love you've been waiting for is on its way, and it will be more magnificent than anything you have imagined.